Hello, this is Raina. Thank you for joining me on my crochet channel. So Easter is coming up soon, and I decided to make some baskets, and it's perfect little crochet project. So you can decorate your home, and you can put some eggs in the basket as well. So this one is quite small, as you see. It measures only about 4 inches on each side, and it's very easy to make a bigger one if that's what you prefer. Just adding some rounds to the base, or just using a thicker yarn and bigger crochet hook. And to make the cute little basket, I used the t-shirt yarn called Bernal Maker Home Deck. I had leftovers from my backpack project, and I think it's quite perfect. It's kind of soft enough, a little bit stretchy, and also sturdy enough for the basket to carry some things in it. So and the crochet hook is size 6 millimeters. And let's get started with the basket. I start with my red yarn, and I make the base, which is 6 rounds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this starts with a magic ring, and here I wrap it around my finger this way, insert my hook, make a cross, insert my hook underneath that first strand, and then grab that second one, pull it through the ring, and then take the finger out. I have the loop on my hook, and I'll make the first stitch, yarn over, pull through. That's my first stitch. And now I need to make 5 more single crochet stitches into the ring. I try to do quite loosely because we have to insert our hook between these loops here afterwards for the second round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then grab the tail of the yarn and pull the ring tight. So that's the idea of the magic ring, so we can make it really tight. And next I'm going to show you, I learned a really great trick how to join the ring seamlessly. So this is something new to me, and I'm very happy to have learned this. So let's see. So first of all, turn the ring around, and now insert your hook through the 2 loops of that first single crochet that you made. So right here. So from the back, insert hook through these 2 loops. Then also insert through that last loop that we finished with. that you would just use to continue your work, and then pull it through these loops. And then turn the ring around. This is the front side, and pull the last loop big enough so that the ring fits through, and put it through the loop like that. And that's my tail. I'm gonna just take it out of the loop from behind here. I don't need it here. And now I can pull my loop tight. And so now these loops here are going to be the connecting, it's this one here. It's gonna be the connecting one between the last and first stitches. And that's how it creates this really seamless look. And the yarn, working yarn, is behind here. And to start now the second round, first I need to locate my first single crochet stitch, because I need to insert my hook through it. And I don't insert my hook through these upper loops here like usually. I need to insert my hook through those vertical loops of the single crochet stitch. So here's my, again, here's my working yarn, and here's my first single crochet. So I need to insert my hook between the two vertical loops here. I hope this shows. And then yarn over and pull it through, and now just make a stitch. That's gonna count as my first stitch. On second round we have to single crochet twice in each stitch, so I'm going to insert my hook now back into that same space and just make another regular single crochet. Next I'm gonna insert my hook into the next single crochet between the two vertical loops here. And to first single crochet, insert back same space and do the second single crochet. And do the same around. Again, 1 and 2. So now I have, I'm going to count these stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, next. That one is 6 and 7. Then next, first couple of rounds can be a bit hard, especially to insert the hook between this tight space here. So a little patience here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8 and 9. And last one is here. I do 10 and 11 here. And now this is a correct count, because now the last one, the last loop is going to be that same technique we did on the first round, and it's going to create our 12th stitch. So for that, again, take the hook out of the loop, turn the ring around, find that first single crochet with the vertical loops, and insert your hook through both, and also insert it through that last working loop and pull it through. Again, turn around. So we're gonna do this every round, so not to worry, you have a chance to practice. Again, pull it big enough to fit the ring through. Just put the ring through like that. Just want to take my tail out. I don't need that. And now I can pull it. And again, this loop here, this here, creates that connecting stitch between first and last. Again, nice and seamless look. So the first 2 rounds we did actual rounds, and starting the 3rd round, it's time now to create our square. Again, here's our working yarn here, and again locating from that the next single crochet stitch, which is here, this one, and again need to insert my hook through those 2 vertical loops, pull yarn through and make that stitch like that. And next, I'm not going to stitch anymore into that same space. I'm gonna find my next single crochet, which is here between the vertical loops, insert hook, do next single crochet into the 3rd single crochet, which is right here. Again, insert hook between 2 vertical loops. I'm gonna do 3 single crochets. That's gonna create my first corner. 1, 2, 3. Then into the next, between the vertical loops of the next, insert hook, do 1 single crochet, also do 1 between the loops of the next, so 1 here, and into the 3rd, which is here. Again we do, okay, sometimes it takes 2 tries. Again we do 3 for the 2nd corner. 2, 3, and do next 2 corners the same way, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. I did last 3 single crochets here, and I'm here back to the beginning. So you see that was our first stitch, and that was the next, our actual first single crochet. So again, turn now the little square around, insert your hook through the horizontal, I said it wrong before, through the horizontal 2 loops of the first single crochet here. Also insert through the working loop and pull that through, turn around front side, pull the loop wider and put the square through it. Take the, where's my tail here? My tail is here. Take it out and pull the loop tight. So again, we finish the same way. From the front, looks really nice, like there's no end. And now round 4. Same way. So here's our working yarn. Find the next single crochet, which is here on the front side. Pull it wider and insert your hook between the 2 vertical loops. Pull yarn through and just do the stitch like that. And the next, here are the 3 single crochets of the previous round. Into the next one, that's the first one. Again, find the middle here between vertical loops. Just do 1. And now we're at the corner, the middle one of the 3. Into that, again, make 3. So continue our corner. 2, 3. Into the next one, do 1. Next one, 1. Again 1. So now we have 4 single crochets between each corner. 1. And here again it's the middle one of the 3 of last round, and now do 3 into that. And same way, continue, make your 2 other corners, and we'll meet you at the end of the round to continue. So I did my 3 corner single crochets here. I need to do 1 more into that next here, and 1 more into the last here. And again we close the round the same way. Turn around, insert hook through these horizontal loops of the first single crochet. You see, not this one here, that's the vertical, but the first horizontal. Pull your working loop through it, turn back around, pull the loop wide and put your square through. And pull the loop tight. So now we have only 2 more rounds to do for the base, 5th and 6th round, and we're gonna do it exact same way. Working yarn is here, and next single crochet is here. Insert hook through this, do your first stitch just like that, insert hook into the next, do your first actual single crochet here. Here are my 3 corner ones, so into the first I need to crochet a little, not so tight, so into the first I do single. Here's my second middle one, into that I do again 3. And so now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochets between each corner, 3. So this is your, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th round. Finish that the exact same way, and I finished my round 5. I already joined the square here. My working yarn is here. My next single crochet is here. Doing my first stitch here. And now the 6th round is a little bit different. I'll explain. So just 2 single crochet into the next, like before, and 1 more here. And now we're at the corner stitch here, the middle of the 3 of last round, and into that we are going to single crochet 2, not 3, and that's the only difference. So I'm doing this because I found when I did 3 into the corner on the last round, the basket became a little bit too wide on the sides, too round, not so much square anymore. So with this yarn, it works best to do the last round, the corners, with 2 single crochets. You can definitely try, depending on your yarn, and do 3. My suggestion with this yarn is to do 2, so that's up to you. And into that, and then we continue the same way. So we do again 1. So on 6th round we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 between corners, and into that next corner, middle one, again do 2 instead of 3. I'll meet you at the end of round 6. And here I'm at the end of round 6, and let's do that joining again together. Turn around the square, pull that working yarn back here, find your first horizontal loops here, insert hook through and pull your working loop through, turn around, pull the loop wide and put the square through and pull tight. So with this, my little basket base is done. And I can say that it will smooth out a little more once we have the side of the basket made. So now on to the next step. So from this base now, we are going to first do the transition round, and that works like that. Here's my working yarn again, and now insert your hook, find that next. So we don't work in front here anymore, we're gonna work the sides. So for that, here's the horizontal loops of the first single crochet. Insert your hook here, through here, but also I want to insert it through this loop behind here. It's like a little bit smaller here, so this one again might be a little hard or tight depending how you crochet. So through both of these, pull yarn through again to the first stitch like we did before, just like that. So next, insert your hook through the V shape here, the horizontal loops here, and also try to insert it through that smaller loop back here. Pull yarn through and to your actual single crochet. Let's do the next same. So back loops only on this round. Insert hook through that horizontal and also that smaller loop back here. Okay, I will do a few more. And so going around the corners, we just crochet once in each stitch. We are not increasing or anything because now we just want to build up our side of the basket. So here's our next. Insert hook through here and also through that smaller back loop here, and do next single crochet. Next the back loop here and also the smaller loop back here. That smaller loop is always a little hard, so this round may take a little longer. Back loop and the smaller loop, back loop, back loop and smaller loop, okay, so I finally managed to the end of the round, did the last stitch. Again, I'm gonna join the round the same way. Insert the hook through the first horizontal loops, the first stitch, pull the working loop through, turn back around, pull loop bigger, put my square through and pull loop tighter. And from here we're going to repeat the rounds. Let's see, I did for the side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds. And now we're going to do the same as we did for the base. We're going to insert hook always between those two vertical loops of the previous round single crochet stitch. So here's my working yarn. My next single crochet on the front side is here. Insert your hook through the vertical loops, pull yarn through and do that first stitch as before. Into the next, insert hook between the two vertical loops and do the actual single crochet. Into the next, same. Into the next, same. So just keep doing this, one single crochet in each stitch, and join your rounds the same way as we did on each round. So do this, let's see, let me just check here. So it looks like that last round counted as the first, so I'm gonna do 5 more. This little edge part, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now I already have 2. So after this, do 4 more rounds. So here I finished my 6 rounds of the basket side, and it's including that transition round here. So that was this one, and I did 5 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see how it takes nicely shape now. And from here I did the last stitch. I'm gonna do the joining of the round one more time. So here's my first single crochet with horizontal loops, and inserting my hook through the back to front and pulling the working loop through again turn around, pull the loop bigger, put your basket through it, and pull the loop tight. And from here I will now join my contrast color. I'm using the cream color, so just gonna do the slip knot first. And then I'm going to, we need to continue the same way as we did. So I'm going to insert my hook through that first single crochet right behind that working, red yarn. I can cut off this one, that's finished. So insert hook through this here, pull your contrast color slip knot through, and to that first stitch, just like we did before, and into that next. I'm gonna do my first single crochet, and then just continue as before. One single crochet to each stitch of previous round, and do this for 3 rounds, 1, 2, 3, and I'll meet you at the end of round 3. So I finished my 3 rounds with cream yarn, and I ended up here, and the last thing we need to do is the handle. And for that I need to be somewhere in the middle of the side, and I need to have 3 stitches. So I think mine here on this are this one, 1, 2, 3, those 3. And because my yarn is over here, I'm gonna do about 2 slip stitches here on the back to get to the middle. You're lucky if you end up in the middle like I did with my last basket, but you never know. So here's the alternative. Okay, so I'll just insert my hook through that same back small loop here and do the first slip stitch, and then I'll do the next one same way, the back loop here, slip stitch, and for me that's enough. And now I'm going to do a slip stitch into that first handle stitch, inserting hook through the both loops of that next stitch here. So that's good. And now for the handle, I'm going to chain 18, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. If you want a longer handle, just add chains. And now reaching over to the opposite side, just trying to keep my chain not twisted here. So trying to figure out the middle 3 stitches here. 1, 2, 3, I think here. 1, 2, 3, it's this one here. It's gonna do a slip stitch in this one. Okay. And so I did the first slip stitch. I'm going to do another slip stitch next to the next single crochet here as well. And from here, now I'm going to work single crochets into that chain. So find that first one. So, and then just do one single crochet in each chain. So finished my single crochets on a chain, one in each, and then slip stitch here into that space of next stitch on the basket. And now again slip stitch one more time into the next, the third one, turn around and start single crocheting again into each stitch of the handle. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to the other side. So here is my last stitch, and now I'm going to slip stitch on the side of the basket into that next stitch here, this one. And I'm done with the handle. I can cut off the yarn and fasten off. And so again, if you prefer, you can add another row to the handle to make it wider. For me, this looks great for that little basket. And so here is my finished little square basket. I weaved in all the ends and it's done. It's quite a quick project. So it fits 2 of these pretty sparkling Easter eggs in it. And like I said, it's so easy to make a bigger one for that egg hunt, because who wants to get just 2 eggs, right? But for the little basket, little decoration on your table, on a shelf, I think that small basket is pretty nice and cute. So let me know what you think. I hope this tutorial is helpful to you. Have fun. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. And have a happy Easter.